Ladies, if your upper back is starting to round, your neck is drifting forward, or you've caught yourself leaning on things just to stand upright, don't ignore it. These posture habits may seem harmless, but they're silently reshaping your spine. I'm Dr. Matthew, a spine and mobility specialist, and today I'm going to walk you through 9 posture habits senior women unconsciously adopt, and how each one is dragging you toward a hunchback. Stay with me until number 9. Because that one is often mistaken for confidence, but it's doing more damage than you think. And before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you notice your posture more now than you did 10 years ago? 1. Sitting with your chin jutted forward, aka turtlenecking. Let me paint a picture for you. You're sitting at the kitchen table, reading a recipe, or maybe scrolling through your phone on the couch. Without even noticing, your chin starts to drift forward. Your shoulders round just a little bit, and your head, which weighs around 10 to 12 pounds, shifts out of alignment with your spine. Now here's where it gets sneaky. For every inch your head moves forward, your neck and upper back feel like they're supporting up to 60 pounds. That's like carrying a small child around your neck all day, and your spine wasn't built for that. Over time, this poor alignment becomes your new normal. Muscles like your trapezius, scalene, and sternocleidomastoid become overstretched and weak, while the small stabilizer muscles deep in your neck completely shut off. And it's not just a posture issue. It affects your breathing, your balance, even your brain health. Research shows that forward head posture can decrease the size of the airway and reduce oxygen intake. No wonder you feel tired and foggy even after sitting all day. The worst part? You probably don't even know you're doing it. The fix: practice bringing your chin back in line with your shoulders. One easy cue I give my patients is to imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head upward. Do this consistently while sitting or standing, and you'll begin to reverse the turtleneck and restore healthy cervical alignment. 2. Crossing your legs while sitting. This one surprises a lot of women, because crossing your legs can feel elegant, even natural. It's a habit you may have developed back in your 20s and 30s. But now, after 60 or 70, the consequences are very different. When you cross your legs, especially always in the same direction, you rotate your pelvis and twist your spine. And the body is brilliant at adapting. It starts reinforcing those asymmetries. One hip becomes tighter, one lower back muscle becomes dominant, and your spine begins curving just slightly to one side. Over years, this slight curve becomes more dramatic, pulling your shoulders off center and causing your upper spine to round forward. I've seen many senior women with functional scoliosis, not from genetics, but from decades of cross-leg sitting. Even worse, many soft chairs encourage this position by sloping backward, making it even harder for your spine to stay neutral. Instead, aim to sit with both feet flat on the ground, knees at 90 degrees, and hips aligned. Want a simple test? Sit in a chair and cross your legs. Then switch and try crossing the other way. If it feels awkward or tight, it means you've been favoring one side for too long. That imbalance travels up the spine and leads to chronic issues. 3. Holding your purse or bag on one shoulder. This is a habit many women don't even think twice about, because it's been part of your daily routine for decades. You grab your purse, sling it over your right shoulder, almost always the right for most people, and head out the door. But here's what's happening beneath the surface. To keep that purse from sliding off, your shoulder hikes up. The trapezius on that side gets tight. Your neck tilts ever so slightly to stabilize the weight. Over time, this turns into a habitual imbalance in your shoulders, neck, and upper spine. The shoulder you carry the purse on becomes chronically elevated, and the spine develops a compensatory curve. This curve isn't always obvious, but when combined with other posture habits, it's a fast track to a visible hunch. What's worse is the weight of the purse. Many women carry everything in there: glasses, makeup, receipts, snacks, even a book. That constant load increases the stress on your spine every time you walk. Instead, rotate which shoulder you carry your purse on, or better yet, switch to a crossbody bag that distributes the weight evenly across your torso. The best solution of all? Minimize what you carry. ask yourself, do I really need to bring this with me? Your spine will thank you. 4. Standing with locked knees and a tucked pelvis. You might think you're standing tall, but locking your knees and tucking your pelvis is one of the worst posture habits for women over 60. Here's why. Locking the knees shifts the weight backward, which forces your pelvis to tilt under. That pelvic tilt flattens the lumbar curve, the natural arch in your lower back that supports your upper spine. With the lower back no longer providing support, your upper back compensates. The thoracic spine begins to round, and the shoulders cave inward. From the outside, it looks like a slouch. But internally, your spine is collapsing like a house with a weak foundation. This posture also shuts off your gluteal muscles, the very muscles responsible for keeping your hips, pelvis, and spine stable. And when your glutes go dormant, your back pays the price. You'll feel stiff, sore, and weaker over time, especially after standing for long periods. Even your balance is affected. Locking the knees reduces your body's ability to adjust and stabilize, which increases your fall risk. The fix? Practice soft knees. Instead of locking them, keep a gentle bend. Engage your core just slightly, and imagine stacking your ribs directly over your hips. This creates a strong and stable foundation that allows your spine to elongate naturally. 5. Looking down while walking. This habit is often born out of fear, and understandably so. Many senior women worry about tripping or losing balance, especially if they've had a fall or close call in the past. But here's the irony. Constantly looking down trains your head and neck to stay in a forward, downward position. That posture pulls the entire upper spine along for the ride, creating what's called a stoop gait. It shortens your stride, tightens your chest, and weakens the muscles responsible for holding you upright. Even worse, this habit limits the movement of your thoracic spine and locks you into a shortened posture. Over time, your spine remembers this position. Your muscles adapt, your joints stiffen, and you start walking like that all the time, even when you're not looking down. This habit also reduces your field of vision, making it more likely that you'll miss a step or fail to see an obstacle. Instead, train your eyes to look ahead and slightly downward, about 2 to 3 meters in front of you. If you struggle with balance, consider using walking poles or working with a physio to strengthen your stabilizers and restore confidence in your gait. Looking ahead not only improves your posture, but it also helps you feel more confident, alert, and youthful. 6. Slouching while reading or watching TV. Many seniors love to unwind by curling up with a good book or watching their favorite shows. And that's wonderful. But the way you settle into your chair or couch can be quietly sabotaging your posture. When you slouch, your thoracic spine, the middle part of your back, loses its natural curve and rounds forward. Your shoulders slump and your head drops down, which places uneven stress on your spinal discs and muscles. Over time, this passive collapse weakens the muscles that keep your spine upright. The deep postural muscles stop firing, and your upper back and neck muscles become overstretched and painful. Plus, slouching compresses your lungs and diaphragm, reducing oxygen flow and making you feel sluggish or tired, even if you've been sitting for hours. Instead, try sitting all the way back in your chair with your lower back supported by a small pillow or lumbar roll. Keep your feet flat on the floor and aim to hold your spine in a natural S-curve, with your ears aligned over your shoulders. If you read a lot, consider investing in an adjustable reading stand or book holder. And if watching TV, avoid sinking into soft couches without back support. Just a few small changes can dramatically improve how your back feels by the end of the day. 7. Avoiding strength training or resistance exercises. Here's a hard truth. Aging without maintaining muscle strength is one of the biggest contributors to poor posture, and sadly, many senior women avoid strength training. Maybe it's fear of injury or feeling like it's too late to start. But your muscles are your body's natural brace, especially the small postural muscles along your spine. Without resistance exercises to strengthen your upper back, shoulders, and core, gravity takes over. Your spine begins to slump and your posture deteriorates. Muscle weakness can also lead to decreased bone density, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis-related curves. The good news? It's never too late to start. Even light resistance bands, wall push-ups, or simple exercises like scapular squeezes can activate those critical muscles. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week, can make a world of difference in restoring posture and reducing pain. If you're new to exercise, talk to your doctor or a physiotherapist about a safe, tailored program that suits your abilities and goals. 8. Wearing unsupportive shoes, especially indoors. You might think footwear only matters when you're outside, but what you wear on your feet indoors can dramatically impact your posture. Many senior women wear soft slippers or flat shoes with no arch support around the house because they feel comfortable. But your feet are your body's foundation. When they aren't supported properly, your knees can rotate inward or outward, your hips may tilt, and your entire spine compensates to keep your balance. Over time, this imbalance pulls your upper back forward, encouraging a hunched posture. Wearing shoes with good arch support and a slight heel lift, even indoors, helps align your joints properly from the ground up. If you have foot pain, bunions, or flat feet, consider seeing a podiatrist for custom orthotics. Even simple changes in footwear can prevent or slow the progression of a hunchback and make standing or walking more comfortable. 9. Shrinking yourself to appear polite or non-intimidating. This one is more subtle, but incredibly powerful. Many senior women subconsciously shrink their posture in social or family settings, pulling their shoulders inward, lowering their head, and speaking quietly. Maybe it's to avoid drawing attention, to appear polite, or to not take up too much space. But what your body learns is that this smallness is your default. Your muscles adapt to this collapsed posture, reinforcing a forward slump. Over the years, this habit chips away at your confidence and your spinal health. Here's the truth. You deserve to take up space, to stand tall, and to move with confidence. Practicing power poses, standing with your shoulders back, chest open, and head held high, can rewire your brain and your muscles to support a strong, proud posture. Try this every day, even for a few minutes, to remind yourself that your posture is part of your presence.